we're going to talk a little bit about Vic Mignogna and some of the shit going on with the I Stand With Vic and Kick Vic community that really grinds my gears. Basically, I made a post about this the other day. I'm getting sick of it. Like, none of you motherfuckers are Vic Mignogna's friend. You guys don't know what this person's thinking. You are not his best friend. You're not married to him. You're not his sister, his brother, his uncle, his aunt, his second, third cousin, twice removed. You are none of that. You are not directly connected to him. And guess what, mofos? It's cute because I'm this icon. I am not directly connected to him either. Neither is Kayla, Dean, or Shadow in our chat tonight.
Surprise!
Surprise! It was not Vic Mignogna all along. So, stop putting all of us as a family, you I'm gonna get in trouble with Twitch. I'm swearing so much. Like,
Jesus.
because Kayla's over here like, Maria's in it tonight.
I didn't expect this. Well, I did, but I didn't.
I warned you guys. I'm up. I'm pumped. We're doing it.
Wow.
We're getting it on right now.
How does any of this help Vic?
How does any of this help Vic? That should be the name of the stream. Actually, when you guys start talking, that's going to be the name of the stream. Stop doing this. It doesn't help Vic because it has nothing to do with Vic. Stop hashtagging Vic. Stop hashtag Vic, kick Vic, hashtag I stand with Vic. Doesn't matter. We're all freaking people. It has nothing to do with Vic. You are all clout chasing bastards. Every single one of you. Stop it. No one's going to back you up. This is your own opinion. I could like Pikachu. You could like, I don't know, any other stupid Pokemon. I can't think. No, because Snom is good.
Wooloo?
Hashtag Snom
Wooloo's
Squad,
good too.
Wooloo Squad.
Bad Pokemon. We bad Pokemon.
Rolling out.
Rolling out. Snom is out here. But what I'm trying to say, just because you have a similar opinion to me doesn't mean we're best friends. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking bring you into my home. I'm not gonna tell you where I live. I might get doxxed, you might find out, but you're still not welcome here. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't come to my house. I will shoot you in the face.
Okay.
No, like, if someone shows up at my house and tries to break in, I'm sorry, you're gonna get hurt. But yeah, basically, we don't have to stand, like, for you because you stand with our opinion, right? I think that's what it comes down to. Yeah, don't be an ass about it. Exactly. Like, you don't use hashtag I stand with Vic because this person doesn't like spaghetti. What the hell are you people talking about? Like, seriously, what is that? Like,
Mom's spaghetti.
And then if you're getting picked on and bullied on the internet, which we all do, some people have thicker skin than others. I am very proud of my thick skin and my thick ass. I'm proud of these things. This is much funnier when I'm an icon, guys. I feel like they're losing like my expressions, but this teacup is sassy. But yeah, like tonight we are going to talk about certain individuals or individual in particular who has done this repeatedly and continues to do this. This is more for releasing of the stress within all of us, correct? My good friends here in the chat.
Right, Dean?
Right,
yeah.
Dean?
No,
Right.
I'm so frustrated. Because this guy, there's no amount of... There's no words. There's just no words that can describe just how annoyed this guy makes me, right? Because here's just to give some backstory, he's a little bitch, and he cries and he bitches and he cries and he bitches and he goes, how does this help Vic when it's not even anything to do with Vic? And then he goes, you just need to move on, right? And he demands that you move on while he continues to SPURG about you.
For months, right? Like, this is not...
For months.
Yeah.
And just today, he was like, I just want everybody to move on. And that's cool, right? And granted, this guy has me blocked. And you guys will see the tweets at some point. He has me blocked. And I'm not gonna try to contact him, anything. Well, just like hours before, he's going, I just hope everybody can move on. Then makes a an 8 tweeted thread about me there's various lies in it. There's just how you shouldn't trust me, you shouldn't trust my brother, don't trust any of the DnA crows, and it's just like, do you want to move on or not? Because I'm okay if you don't want to move on. I'm okay tweeting that you're a little bitch, pointing out the things that make you a little bitch. I can do that for however long I'm on Twitter. That doesn't bother me. But you don't get to cry. We should just move on. Sure, I'm okay with that. And then literally hide behind a block and just continue to tweet about me. It just makes no fucking sense.
That's something that stresses me out that people do just in general. Like, stop doing that. If you block somebody, stop talking about them. Like, don't make tweets at them and use their names. Unless they're like weird, creepy people who block you and then stalk you, which I hope none of you are that. I hope none of you in chat or in our world does this. I hope they don't. I hope that people don't like block and then like create stalking accounts to then start more shit. That is petty. That is a petty thing to do. Don't do that, because I see a lot of that. Don't do that. If you're doing that, you're bad and you should feel bad for being bad. Continue, Dean.
Well, so do we, I mean, I guess, do we have like...
Well, we're going to go through tweets. You kind of told your story. Did you have any, like, how did all this start? How, can you go back? Well, let's go back to the beginning. Let's start when all this kind of became. I want to hear your whole story. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, so there's this person, Spitfire, who's, I mean, we all know Spitfire. We hear that she's, you know, getting, like, attacked by this dude on Twitter. I mean, I hate to use the word attack. Basically, he's just tweeting at them and about them. And it seems like...
Attacking is just assuming things about someone. You have to remember that.
It seems like some bullshit, right? So go in there, you know, start trying to address it and being like, hey, like, you don't need to be so angry about this. Like, why don't you just calmly and, like, maybe a little more briefly express your, like, displeasure? And just goes off on me. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't know what I did to upset you. I don't know what it was I said. But I think you should calm down. And he just starts blowing up, asking me how what I'm doing is helping Vic.
But wait, Dean,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are you doing to help Vic?
What have you done?
What have you done?
How does this help Vic?
Actually, so let me get further into this, right? Because so into this Twitter thread, it's funny because he goes, I actually stand with Vic, which was the funniest thing. He made the hashtag I actually stand with Vic. It was he did that. He goes, I've shared the GoFundMe. What have you done? And I'm just like, I've made videos on YouTube that I've put like hours of effort into. I mean, it's nice of you to retweet the GoFundMe, but I've put in a lot of like hard work. Granted, I don't have the biggest audience, but still, that's like a lot of effort that you're trying to like undermine. But anyways, and it gets to a weird point where he starts like implying that I'm actually Kickbit, right? And up to this point, I've been trying to calm him down. This is my first interaction with this guy, and I'm just trying to calm him down. And every time it seemed like I calmed him down, he would just shoot back up and be... There got to a weird point where he starts accusing me of harassing their friend, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd love to see screenshots of that, because if I am, I'm unaware of it. I know that I haven't been, but I'm just like, but could you show me that at least? And he's like, starts reeing at me extra hard and just implying I'm Kick Vic. How does any of this help Vic? And I'm just like, okay, dude, at this point, fuck it. And so I'm just like, you know what? I don't know what you're doing is helping Vic. It seems to be a really big focus though. It was a weird interaction, and that's kind of just how I met Exile. Was he did all that. He got on my nerves, and I knew that if I blocked him, it would trigger him because I just got that feeling. So I blocked him, and it definitely triggered him. He took a screenshot of my account and goes,
Oh.
And it shows that I'm blocked, and he's like, he blocked me. That's the Kick Vic thing. Is this Kick Vic getting exposed for being Kick Vic, or a hypocrite, or both? And I'm just like, okay, so like, continue to SPURG. And that was my first interaction with Exile. Anybody?
Huh? Well, because it was like, because I remember the first interaction, because at one point I just called you after work, I think, and then I was like, hey, how's it going? He's like, yeah, there's this dude SPURGing at me. It's like, okay. And then, so, I can't even remember what I first even said, but of course, the first thing I said was to Exile. Exile keeps saying it was to Jesse, who didn't show up till later.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know why you keep saying I went after Jesse when Jesse came in going after me, when I was like, I can't even, like I said, I can't even remember what I said to Exile, but I remember it was to Exile. And, well, yeah, I think I have it somewhere technically, but yeah, pretty much like that. And then they SPURGed at me. And it's like, where is this coming from? Why are you SPURGing about me? I've never met you. This is the first interaction I've ever had with you that, to my recollection, I've never talked to them before.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know what made them freak out.
It was glorious, though. It was. I'd never seen anything like it up to this point. I've now seen Exile do that multiple times, so it's nothing special. But at the time, I'd just never seen anything like it. He was like,
now it's something special, right?
it was like if like you could have rabies on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like just Twitter rabies. He was all over the place.
Yeah.
Reaching for any argument that just made no sense. It was impressive, but like you'd never want that to be you.
You were just really quick to just jump the gun at people.
Without doubt. So I guess do we fast forward from this point?
Well, I want to like kind of get into everyone's interaction with this person. Kayla, you kind of went over it, so you're not really sure exactly when exactly you first had the confrontation with him. Was it when with this issue with Dean? Was it before this? When was this interaction?
It was literally with the first interaction with Dean that he was just talking about. The one where it was like someone added a whole bunch of other people, and I don't even know how it all started. But and again, Exile keeps dragging me into it, and is like, you were doing this, you were doing that. And it's like, I don't know what was going on originally. All I knew was that you were SPURGing at my friends, and like I said, can't remember exactly what I said, but that's all I remember. I remember in SPURGing at my friends. Don't even know what originally was going on, but all I saw was someone SPURGing.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like, just like, stop it. And I saw Dean continuously say to this person, chill out.
And this is the situation that this whole interaction that we're talking about right now is exactly what I discussed when we first opened this. That someone tagged a huge group of people, because this is my first interaction with him as well. And I was one of the people tagged, so was Kayla. I'm assuming Dean was tagged. We were all tagged in this mob. And there was a lot of stuff going on in the mob. And I think it was something to do with someone that was getting called out for something or something. And we're all like, stop associating with Vic. If this other person is this crappy, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if that person's crappy. He is not Vic's brother, his wife, his sister, nothing to do with the man. The man has no idea who this person is that you're tagging them in and that you're attacking right now. And don't drag all of us into it either. Like, we don't need to be a part of this. And that's what happens is it just keeps growing and it becomes, like Dean had pointed out, like a rabies. Like, it's literally Twitter rabies. Or a Twitter STD. It's something that nobody wants. Stop tagging us. It's like the Twitter clap. Don't give it to us, please. So, and the problem is we found out from the latest thing that happened with the farms that they tagged the exile person's friend, girlfriend, whatever that person may be, in. And it SPURGed this all over again. Because he again SPURGed for this other person. Again, this person that we keep having confrontation with is, what does this have to do with Vic? What does this have to do with Vic? What does this do for Vic? It doesn't do anything for Vic. It has nothing to do with Vic. You
Well,
are a
it's
terrible person. Stop being a terrible person to other people.
Yeah, like I don't like not everything that I do on Twitter has to be Vic related, but it can involve people that I've met through I Stand with Vic. But it's like if there's this dumb bitch that's like spurging at me, and I go, "You're a dumb bitch," you don't have to link that back to I Stand with Vic or Vic Mignogna. It just it makes no sense to.
Right.
You can have grievances that are grievances outside of a movement.
Yeah, I mean, you could be all for Hillary Clinton, right? You could have friends that are for Hillary Clinton. Does that mean that you are pro everything that Hillary Clinton stands for? No. If she chooses green tea instead of Earl Grey, does that mean that's what you have to drink every day?
I think that means that you now stay away from green tea forever.
Oh no.
We
But
did
anyway.
just have this discussion about me
Hell,
not
you
liking
sipping on
green
that
tea.
bang?
I am sipping on the bang at 11 p.m.
Can I turn this on? Will it let
Let's
me have
check.
my video yet?
Probably not.
I did try to set up camera like 3 times during
But
the
yeah,
stream. It's not
well,
letting
and
me.
I will say as well with again exile stuff, there was another event that again, because it's like, you know, I just want to move on from this stuff, right? He keeps saying I just want to move on. Like I think it was a month after the first spurging, there was a second spurging. I can't even remember what triggered that spurging. But then all of a sudden, right? Oh, was that the one? Was that during?
No, I blocked him at the first
I remember
one.
this.
I can't remember. Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
I remember what happened was Sushi was like, "Who is this?"
Yeah.
And I
'Cause
go,
Sushi doesn't
"No,
know."
that's the guy. That's the guy. You remember? He spurged and he goes, "How does any of this help Vic?" And now we always use that quote.
That's
the guy.
literally
That's the guy that made that quote for us.
literally the joke.
He's
It
had
came from
many
this guy.
spurgs.
Well, and then the other thing is though too to mention again the first interaction with Exile, his spurging went on for 3 days.
We're now
Yeah,
on day
right.
2. We're on day 2
Day
of Spurg.
2.
Day 2 or 3.
Well, it was day 2, and then months later, and then all of a sudden, and it's just like, and then you know, it's like it was something. They were commenting like, you know, someone had like tweeted you or retweeted you or something like that. It's like I can't read it because I'm blocked, and then they showed who it was. It's like, oh, I thought she would have moved on by now, and it's just like it. She doesn't have to interact with you.
Once
You
I
do not have
block
to interact
you,
with Sushi. It's like you're not friends.
when I block you, I don't go to your account. I don't make a spy account. You are dead to me. That's the thing. And let me clarify with this, because I've tried to turn my camera on and it's not. So you guys are just gonna icon Sushi tonight. Here's the deal. I don't care. If you stress me out, I do not have enough time in the day to deal with your bullshit. I will block you fast. I was telling the guys right now, and Kayla, so I don't get reported. I don't want to assume your gender, guys.
Don't assume I go by she.
If I don't like your hat, I will block you. I don't like that hat. Goodbye. I don't like your post. I'm gonna block you. I don't want to see you in my life ever again. I could mute you. I could do that. That seems like the reasonable, logical thing to do, but no. I want to burn the bridge. I want it to burn along with you and never see your face ever again in my life. That goes into the topic of if you're talking shit. If you are a bad person and you are constantly stabbing at me and you're talking shit about me on your page, I don't have a spy that goes to your page that gets this. I have numerous people who follow me that send me the shit. And then I make jokes about it because it doesn't bother me. If you're in a secret Discord and you're talking shit, you can talk all the shit you want, but once you come to my face, I might take action. That's literally all I'm saying. You're gonna get blocked. I'm only gonna deal with it for about 5-10 minutes if you're completely illogical, like this exile person, which was spurging. Not once, but twice. I didn't remember him the second time, because I don't care. Like, went nuts. I blocked him because he's crazy. I'm not gonna argue with a wall. Like, I'm not. I'm not gonna sit here and keep typing and arguing all day about paint drying because you guys are too dense to understand or too self-entitled and stuck in your own goddamn opinions to even consider someone else's train of thought. then that's just how you are. Just stay out of my life. It's like, I just block. I'm block happy, and that's really it. So if you guys hate blockers and you're like, oh, these people, they're running from a fight because they're blocking, which is a topic we're going to share in a couple minutes.
That, I was so excited that you found Shadow. I was so happy.
Yes, I did my digging and came up with some nice and funny, ironic posts.
This makes me happy.
But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I am block happy. I don't want to deal with your bullshit. And that's just what it is. And more people should be block happy. Everyone gives the kick Vic people like this whole bullshit. Honestly, to me, and I mean, we could be seeing this differently between me and my 3 friends here, because friends can see things differently. I have a life. I have kids. I have a family. I have a job. I have commissions. I have stuff I have to do. I don't have time to spend 3 hours talking to you about why my favorite color is blue and yours is pink. I don't care enough to put that much effort in. So yeah, Gothic Sushi is block happy. She will block you because you called her a bitch. I will. You call me a bitch, I will block you because you are bringing toxic drama in my life I don't want to deal with. I have my amazing co-host Kayla to do it for me. And I love her reactions. And we do I'll say stupid shit on the stream. If this is your first time on a T stream with me and Kayla, you'll understand, like, you'll get the hint of me, like, saying uncomfortable things to Kayla just to watch her. Like, if I go from me and click over to her face real quick, you know that it was probably me just fucking with her. Thanks. You're welcome. We talked to Kayla. We talked to Dean about it. Shadow, do you have anything you want to put in before we start talking about some screenshots?
I'll wait till you guys make your inputs, because my input is more supplemental to the topic as opposed to a topic.
Yeah, you stay out of this crap.
I don't want to stay completely out of it. I have some things to say that'll contribute, but
that's the
it's not.
I like to laugh about it though. It's funny to me.
Oh no, it's great. It's fantastic. When I feel like it's relevant to have my stuff shown, I'll make a comment.
You got to flag me in so I can drop your stuff.
Yeah, and then people can call you sheep, and you can be happy about it because you love sheep.
Baba black sheep. Oh, and then you're in it like that Simone. Oh, did I tell you? I'm getting off topic real quick. Anyway, real quick off topic. If you guys haven't visited my T-shirt site, I did a smole with a pistol. And he's
Snom. You said
I keep saying it backwards. I'm dyslexic, guys.
He's packing heat.
He's packing heat. What was the joke you said earlier, Shadow? He's an ice type, but he packing heat.
Yeah, he's an ice type, but he's packing heat. You know?
So, I'm actually gonna do a wooloo, like a satanic wooloo next. That's my next one, I think, like a super satanic wooloo. But anyway, back to the stream. Dean.
Yes.
We're gonna. Do we want to start with you or Kayla? Do we decide? I'm gonna go back to Dean because Dean's got. We're here. We are in it tonight for Dean. Dean needs to release his stress, and I am giving him the platform of tea to do the dirty work.
Just because I just don't get it, right? Like, he continuously cries about just leaving it alone. You need to leave it alone, and so like he continuously tries to tell you how you should react to something.
Yeah.
Which isn't his place to do, right? Like, you can react to something how you want to.
Hey there.
You don't have to react to things because, like, in a certain way because other people want you to react that way. Like, if he does something and I want to react by quote tweeting him and calling him a little bitch, I can do that.
Yeah.
Which I have.
So I don't know if you have our Twitch stream opened up, Dean, so you could see the screenshots as I drop them.
I do, but I think I'm a little lagged. I gotta exit it and enter back in, so it's not.
Waiting for Dean to let me know he can see.
Oh no, I can see kind of. It looks like my thing is covering the...
Okay, I was just doing that because I was trying to find a sticker to.
We out here trying.
Because I was waiting for you to come back so I could work this properly.
Oh no, I've been here.
Okay. So we can see it. Can you want to talk about this first tweet that I have here? Or tweet, it looks like a message.
Let me, once it pops up, let's see what it is.
You want me to read it? I can read it.
Yeah,
it says,
sure.
Hey, he is the racist. And then it says, I saw the tweet, but you and DnA and Kayla need to ignore him, stop, respond, and move on. The more you respond to him, the longer the argument is going to be. What is your take on this
Okay, so
situation.
I believe that I accidentally, hey toy bounty hunters, I believe that I accidentally sent you that
Oh
one,
my God,
but
Dean.
it's a tweet, if I'm guessing, between a friend and Exile, where Exile is ironically telling somebody that they should leave the argument when they have no idea how to do that themselves.
Okay, so this isn't them telling you to move on. This is them saying this to Exile.
No, that
No, this is Exile saying, I saw the tweet, but you and DnA and Kayla need TikTok. Oh, I think, is this about the person that I don't really want to mention because I don't like this person and I already have a
it's
history
about
with
some
them.
dude who lives in his car that tweets. Doesn't matter.
Now reporting live from his car.
So yeah, this is the situation, at least my situation was something similar. This doesn't always work. Both parties have to come to an understanding, and a lot of times both parties can't come to an understanding either way. Either one party has gone overboard or it's just too deep in now. If one person stops responding and moving on, but the other person keeps harping, it's never going to get better, if that makes sense.
And apparently you didn't intend to send this, Dean?
Well,
that,
I mean,
it
just wasn't one of the highlights.
You're fine, because you were kind of saying this, Dean, but it's like, you're saying it's like we all need, or Exile saying we all need to just ignore this guy, this other guy spurging.
Yeah.
This other guy being racist because, you know, pale Mexicans.
And all brown people look alike to him.
All brown people look alike to him. They're all Mexicans.
But it's just so funny because it's like he's telling our friend and you and me essentially to just move on. Well, he is literally being like, I'm gonna tweet about this person that I have blocked because I'm a coward, because I would hate to see them respond, because my ego is so fragile and my willingness to argue a point is terrible. Also, did I forget to say I'm a cowardly little bitch?
He also did say that you guys were trash too, regardless. He said your race is trash.
Racist, white trash, and then also still trash afterwards.
This is part of the Twitter STDs, guys. Stop throwing around words like you're racist and you're offended and you're hurt and you're like, stop playing this victim card. Like, stop using bad things to attack people. Like, stop doing this. Like it happened last night and I tapped out. Someone said something like shitty to Dean, like out of nowhere. Has no idea what this dude looks like and just randomly going off on a freaking hate trip.
He thought you were Andrew.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that. Like, just stop doing this. This is Twitter STDs. Stop spreading Twitter STDs.
Yeah, that was funny though too. It's just like, congratulations, you got a picture.
Yeah.
Yay!
I got the better pictures.
You did. I do love that picture though.
It's so good.
We got another tweet. We'll move past the one that you accidentally sent me, even though I said double check because you're a pain in my butt.
Did you say double check?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I didn't hear that. Had I have heard it, I would have double checked.
Too late.
It's too late now, Dean. You lose. So the next one is, I don't have a date.
No, that's today. This is today.
Okay, so these are gonna be our first ones we're gonna go through. So
this is what happened. This is why this is happening.
So we're not just bringing, this isn't us, this is, clarify real quick, this isn't us bringing up something that happened 2-3 months ago. This is something that is still continuing right now. Like, it was happening yesterday, it was happening the day before, and now here we are, day 3 again with this dude. Day 3 again.
Day 3 of the big SPURG.
Yeah, day 3 SPURG. He shouldn't be called Exile, he should be called 3-day SPURG.
Also, thank you to Kania for bits.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. Thank you, lady.
He's got the big SPURG. That's for sure.
I mean, Exile is a pretty ironic name for him because he is exiling himself out of here, though.
And it's not just us. Like, and that's what I was trying to say before the stream, and we were talking about doing this Vic stream about him and always making everything about Vic and connecting it to him. These are the bad people. This is what spreads Twitter STDs. You are a bad people. And we have screenshots and receipts, everything we're going to get to during the stream of them
Right.
literally just tagging Vic and everything to try to bring people in and tagging other people. Stop doing this. That is the main reason why I'm here. I'm here to say stop doing this. Dean has his issues because this dude won't leave him the fudge alone. And Kayla is like sick of it. And Shadow's just like getting sick off of this popcorn. So this is
I
why,
already ate all my popcorn. It was good.
this is why we're here. So
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, so
someone wanna read this?
before we read this
Okay.
tweet that was today that is just fucking obnoxious. I just want to like bring everybody back to yesterday. He makes a tweet that apologizes to everybody for the fighting, and now he just wants everybody to move on, right? So that's yesterday,
Yeah.
and now we go into today with this tweet.
you guys are
Yeah.
going to make me read this, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I can't see it big
Oh.
enough to read it.
But you're the one that sent it. You could
Well,
Yeah,
read.
but then
Well,
I'd
no,
have to
because he's on
add
his
it-
phone. So he's going back and
Fine.
forth.
It's fine. Let me see if I can read it. I'm the one who got this.
Oh, you
it's
got
like,
this one?
Well, yeah, because it's like, so someone I follow, I saw them like tweeting, and it's like, why can't I see this? And it's like, oh, I see who it is. So I'm like, what are they saying? And it's like, oh, you're talking about Dean again. Like, get out.
Stop doing this. No one, like,
So-
it can't end unless both parties end it. So if Dean ends it, then it's done. Stop going back. So, Kayla, you gonna touch it, or do you want me to start reading?
You can start reading.
Oh, I hate you
What,
guys.
what am I touching?
Okay, so I'll start with the top. With a lot of people before at Crimson Army showed up if Korg didn't show up and told everyone to move on, that argument in that thread would have gone on for literally weeks. I don't know who any of those people are. So continue next one. I was in the thread before Korg Crimson showed up and DnA Crow was not being professional and resorted to insults and being a dick to everyone. Korg was trying to stop it only for it to become an argument between him and DnA. And then the next one, that's all I have to say. Let's just move on and leave the past in the past. No point in focusing on the point. Okay, I'm gonna stop there.
Wait, no,
That-
let me
wait.
give some...
It's just deep. There should be no more.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother paragraph I have to read right now. A little tweet. But it
There's
literally
multiple
says,
tweets.
but that's what I'm saying. That's all I have to say. Let's just move on. Okay, that's all you should say.
He says that like 5 times throughout the 4 different like screenshots. Of
That's the
same
point I'm
Twitter
making.
thread.
That's literally the point I'm trying to make right now.
Yeah,
As we
okay,
continue to
let me-
read these, that's what we're going to keep seeing. We're going to keep seeing, that's all I have to say. This is it. But he doesn't. He doesn't stop. This is where it keeps going. So,
But so
Go
let
ahead,
me
Dean.
just give you some backstory. He says that I was unprofessional before Korg pops into this Twitter thread, which is a lie. You'll see the tweets that is just talking to one person who I'm super respectful to. And then Korg actually pops into a Twitter thread that was pretty much dead. Nobody was responding, and then Korg comes in and insults me.
Yeah.
And starts an argument with me that way. So he's like, Korg came in to end an argument. You, like, it's not even disingenuous. That's a lie. And Exile knows it's a lie, but he's not worried about it because he has me blocked. Because he's a coward bitch. He will lie behind a block.
Dean,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to stop swearing.
Okay.
We can insult people with smarter words.
Some more smarticles.
You've hit your 6. I give people 6 and then I yell.
Well, anyways, I'm gone for the rest of the stream, guys.
No, you can insult. I just need less offensive ones because we are on Twitch. And
Just say a B, a Dean.
yeah, I don't want to get demonetized.
Just say duck.
Duck.
I'll
Yeah.
just, I guess, is
Just
Pansy
duck off.
okay?
Just say a dog. A dog
Is
is
Pansy okay?
a pansy
Can I
is
say
much
Pansy?
better. We like flowers in here. Pansies are beautiful flowers.
Okay, cool. Well, and he's a pansy, right? Like, he knows what he just said was a lie.
Flower.
He knows that 2 of those things were a lie. That I was insulting multiple people before Korg comes up and I'm being unprofessional when that's a lie, and I'll like you will see those tweets, and that Korg came in there to end an argument. He knows that's a lie because nobody was even posting for hours until Korg comes in, insults me, and starts an argument with me.
Mhm.
And he knows that, but he just doesn't think that I'll see this because he has me blocked. He also, it's so weird because it contradicts that accidental DM that we read where he's talking about Korg
Mhm.
and you guys just need to stop responding to him because you're just feeding into it. It like contradicts what he's telling our friend in a DM versus what he's saying publicly in
Yes.
this tweet thread. It's there's nothing more I can say other than it's not disingenuous. He is straight up lying.
So the only thing I'm going to say, okay, that's all I have to say. The only thing I'm going to say, I don't understand. Only thing I'm going to say is I don't trust crows, any of the two brothers. They say the most outlandish things and never back it up. Hell, they said I was the one that got Dean suspended when I didn't, but Jess and the other ISWV people. No, stop it! Stop it! That's where I'm gonna cut in. That's why I am here.
There's nothing more I can say other than it's not disingenuous. He is straight up lying.
So the only thing I'm going to say, okay, that's all I have to say. The only thing I'm going to say, I don't understand. Only thing I'm going to say is I don't trust crows, any of the two brothers. They say the most outlandish things and never back it up. Hell, they said I was the one that got Dean suspended when I didn't, but Jess and the other ISWV people. No, stop it! Stop it! That's where I'm gonna cut in. That's why I am here. The reason why I am here. The reason why Gothic Sushis is here. I don't care about any of this.
Your stream?
Well, that too, and I'm giving everybody the platform. But
It's true.
this is what I'm here for. Stop that. Right there. Where is that line? This line right here. I didn't, but Jess and the other I Stand With Vic people. No, you take that out of this thread right now, you son of a pansy. Take that and choke on it. Choke on it. You don't speak for any of us. You don't speak for Dean. You don't speak for Kayla. You don't speak for Shayla.
Well, I think...
Shaylo. Oh my God. I just made you guys married.
Oh no.
Stop doing
it's
that.
not even common law. But the thing is though, because I think I remember this, it's like, because it's part of it, because I don't think you completely read the full of it. I think they're saying it's like because this is what was also going on. It was that, oh, other people are admitting to reporting Dean. It's like that happened way later. And I think really they're just trying to cover for it. Because all these people are his friends.
He's saying Jesse admitted to doing it, right? And Jesse said she did it because I shared her Kiwi Farms post. Right. However, I have like the receipts of when Jesse.
Hopefully, Jesse's parents grounded her for life.
I have the receipts of when Jesse actually finally saw that she had a Kiwi Farms thread, and it's literally hours after my account's been suspended. So she takes credit for it, but it's impossible for her to have done it.
But Exile did make a post saying that he was going to. I seen that. Someone sent it to me, and I don't think I saved it. I think we might have it in our things. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure if we save it, I'm not 100%. But we'll get to that because he does admit to saying he's going to do that. There's so much contradiction just in that last one. You said you were done. You're not done. Stop throwing people in. We're not involved with you. Stop it. We'll go to the next one.
And one more thing.
Go ahead. We haven't heard from Shadow. Go ahead.
No. I'm just making fun of his last thing that he said.
Oh, see, that's what people do.
It's like I'm done, and then okay, another thing.
but that's literally what we're all doing. Like, stop doing this to people. Next one is DnA crows. So this is you guys this is your brother. I'm not sure because your account's now dead. So I'm confused on who.
No, that's Dean. That's Dean.
It's pretty much Dean at this point.
Okay, so it's Dean. Okay, so we should just ignore the multiple times Jess called for.
Oh wait, sorry. That's out of order. It looks like.
Hold on, because I saved them how you sent them to me.
Yeah, but sometimes when things upload and like when you're sending multiple things on Discord.
Oh, this one probably goes with the dark ones. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, I saved them in order, but they did not want to stay in order. Okay, so this is our next one. This should be our next one.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay. You guys might have to double check me. This is what I was telling you guys beforehand because it gets wonky.
Hashtag boomer stream.
Yeah, because we did this last minute. I was saving these as we were going. Let's see. That's all I have to say. Okay, that we read that part, and then a miserable pile of words I'm not going to say. And this is also what I mean, causing trouble by talking crap about others. Whether you got him blocked or not, people just need to stop doing this. That person's right.
Thank you, Ben.
Whoever said that is brilliant. Thank you.
Shout out to Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, that's Ben.
Shout
out
outs to Ben. Ben, people, this guy, he's a logical thinker. We like him.
I always like Ben.
Oh, there's people trying to watch me and Nick at the same time. I'm sorry, guys. Me and Nick happen to stream a lot around the same time, and I have to wait till my kids go to bed, just like I think Nick does too. Sorry. I feel bad now. I keep seeing the numbers jump, and it's funny. I think they're all jumping at the same time.
Down, they're like,
And normally I would have my camera on as well, but I boomered because we were in Hangouts and a whole bunch of other stuff. So anyway, back to the thing. I am not that actually happened. Okay, stop. You literally said, we're done. Wait, I gotta say more. Someone told you to shut the fuck up. And then you were like, I'm not done. That actually happened. If I don't like someone, don't respond. If you're not going to listen to what this person has to say, then mute or ignore it. This is what both Korg and DnA Crows should have done, but that in the past. Okay, I gotta make a quick statement, and this is kind of what I talked about before. I stand with Vic people as a whole, not all of us, but seem to go on this crazy thing where you guys are like, I hate blockers. Literally, let people block you, let people mute you. It's not a big deal. Can we all as a group agree to like kind of start letting that go? Like, just let that go. If you're an annoying, toxic person, I want you out of my life. And so does everybody else. And it stops crazy from happening at the most it can. Yeah, so if you're not going to listen to what this person has to say, we can't change it. So he's literally doing what the other person's telling him, but he's just spurging. That's just him spurging out. He doesn't have an answer, and he's just stress typing.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into the next one. Please read the thread. Let me put you guys back up here. Please read the thread. To I stand with Vic. Oh my god, here we fucking go. Okay.
Putting the hashtag there, which is another problem.
This is my problem. This is the only reason why I'm here. This is why I am offering mine and Kayla's stream to this situation in particular. We are highlighting Exile because he won't stop. But there are other people in here doing this. This needs to stop. None of us speak for... We're not Deadpool in my icon. We're not choosing between Metapod and Magikarp. Like, pick yours.
Magikarp has Hydro Pump and a Focus Sash.
That's a lie.
And it can use Bounce.
This is the first 150. You guys shut up. Okay, so anyway, to I Stand With Vic. This has been a fun ride, but I'm bowing out. The community has become so flooded. I don't even want to read this.
There's a lot more to it, and I was like,
with this hypocritical... Okay, so basically this person, Casey, is bowing out to being a member of I Stand With Vic. So, let me get this straight. You are no longer a part of I Stand With Vic. Why? Because you got mad and someone offended you. Guess what?
He's the racist guy.
But people are going to offend you. Like, people are going to say things. Like, when I was on Nick's stream the other day, Nick made, and I've loved this, Nick said something like, sometimes, you know, when someone says something in your life and you're like, oh, I'm going to live by that. He literally said, you could call someone who's 300 pounds fat and they are not phased. You can call someone who's 120 pounds fat and they will cry their eyes out and lose their goddamn minds. So who's really the fat one? Who wins? I win because I called the 100-pound girl fat who lost her freaking mind. So that's what if you guys don't get along, and I had to correct Dean a couple seconds ago and be like, hey, because he was swearing so much. I don't want to get kicked off. I don't want to lose my stream. Here's the thing. Calling him a little pansy baby might actually affect him more than calling him a dog. At the end of the day, but Dean doesn't speak for all of us. I don't know this Casey person. I barely know. I have to be reminded about these people every single time. So,
That's kind of funny because they were crying for your attention, Susie.
But I don't even know who they are, and I feel bad about ripping into them. I do. I feel bad about ripping into these people, but stop doing this. This will make me rip into you because Kayla, Shadow, Dean, and myself, and everyone in my chat right now, you all have different opinions on things. Just because we are all standing with Vic and supporting his lawsuit doesn't mean that we are all like the same entity. We are not, what is the episode of Rick and Morty where the lady like controls the planet? We are not that. Do you guys know which episode I'm talking about? Someone out there knows. And they're like the blue.
I do, but I was thinking it's more like this isn't High School Musical. We're not all in this together. Anybody?
I'm gonna sing out of key.
Oh my god.
Oh, Unity. That's it. Thank you, Marco. Marco's right. It was the Unity. We are not Unity. That is not who we are. We are not united. We are standing behind the same cause, which is one man who none of these people are friends with. I don't think any of you guys hang out and high five him and have drinks and party with the guy. I mean, I know people who have, but I'm not putting them out. We all have different things. You can do that. But you don't know what he thinks.
Well, and then just because you said that, again, there's like a number of things though too when people are like, this isn't what Vic would want. And it's like, why are you speaking for him?
And that, but like when they do this
nothing
hashtag,
to do with him.
I win because I called the 100-pound girl fat who lost her freaking mind. So that's what we're. If you guys don't get along, and I like had to correct Dean a couple seconds ago and be like, hey, and because he was swearing so much. I don't want to get kicked off. I don't want to lose my stream. Here's the thing: calling him a little pansy baby might actually affect him more than calling him a dog. Like, at the end of the day. But Dean doesn't speak for all of us. I don't know this Casey person. I barely know. I have to be reminded about these people every single time. So.
That's kind of funny because they were crying for your attention, Susie.
But I don't even know who they are, and I feel bad about ripping into them. I do. I feel bad about ripping into these people, but stop doing this. This will make me rip into you because Kayla, Shadow, Dean, and myself, and everyone in my chat right now, you all have different opinions on things. Just because we are all standing with Vic and supporting his lawsuit doesn't mean that we are all like the same entity. We are not, what is the episode of Rick and Morty where the lady like controls the planet? We are not that. Do you guys know which episode I'm talking about? Someone out there knows. And they're like the blue.
I do, but I was thinking it's more like this isn't High School Musical. We're not all in this together. Anybody?
I'm gonna sing out of key.
Oh my god.
Oh, Unity. That's it. Thank you, Marco. Marco's right. It was the Unity. We are not Unity. That is not who we are. We are not united. We are standing behind the same cause, which is one man who none of these people are friends with. I don't think any of you guys hang out and high five him and have drinks and party with the guy. I mean, I know people who have, but I'm not putting them out. We all have different things. You can do that. But you don't know what he thinks.
Well, and then just because you said that, again, there's like a number of things though too when people are like, this isn't what Vic would want. And it's like, why are you speaking for him?
And that, but like when they do this
nothing
hashtag,
to do with him.
But that's it. They're using this hashtag and they're speaking for him. They're doing that. Stop doing that. Dean has a different opinion. Exile has a different opinion.
Yeah.
And all these people, even though it may be wrong, these people are crazy. Stop being crazy. Stop dragging people under.
Just because I'm thinking about it now, I am going to say one other thing though too. Again, it's like, so this is very interesting to me because it's like, Dean of course is like, was like yelling at Exile and all this and that and trolling people, I think it's funny. But then you'll have someone else who is like, how dare you do this? But it's like, where were you when Exile was doing the same thing?
And this has happened not just in this situation, but many others as well.
Exactly. But it's just kind of like, and even when you explain the whole situation, you're still just like, well, you shouldn't be doing it. And it's like, just quit it out, It's like, that's like my thing with it. Because it's like, I know, Dean, of course, you explained it to someone. And, and you're like, well, I'll talk to them and hopefully they'll stop. But you show them, it's like, they're still going on about you. And it's just like, I don't want to say anything to them.
Yeah. And
you said that you were going to talk to them and try to like get them better or whatever, or to just have them stop. and they're not stopping, and you're not condemning the behavior now. Now, if someone points out something to me and is like, you know, like if let's say like Shadow, you're like spurging or something like that, and it's like someone's like, hey, come get your friend, and it's just like, if you're being stupid, I'm gonna be like, stop being stupid.
I would expect
you're never stupid, but you know.
I would expect my friends to come get me and be like, come on, stop.
Exactly,
please,
yeah.
Control yourself.
So, like,
this whole stream is really about stop acting, like, stop being hypocritical and stop doing this. This is literally what the stream is, like, we're trying to base, and I mean, we all goldfish, like, this Magikarp a lot, but that's what it comes down to.
But yeah, no, like, seriously, like, yeah, it's like, and, like, it's funny, though, too, it's like, yeah, this stuff gets pointed out to me, and someone is being stupid, or even being stupid on my behalf.
Marco,
I'm gonna tell them to stop being stupid.
Well, Marco in chat makes a really good point right now. If I'm the reason someone stopped supporting Vic, then they were never really supporting them to begin with. That's huge. Yeah. That's a real like that's a really good input. Thank you, Marco. Like that's an honest, serious thing. If you want to shoot us a link. I'm going to say that name wrong. He wants to know if we want to go to the I Stand With Vic Discord. Are you guys in that? I don't know.
I think it's Esseron if I'm...
Oh, thank you for the follow. Yay, all the followers. It's funny the T like hides behind... Oh, it was a subscribe. It wasn't even a follow. I was wrong. It was me, Dio. I was wrong all along.
If you want to post like the code to enter in the Discord, you can just post it in the chat.
Oh yeah, I can
for anybody that wants to join.
I'll probably pull up our Discord here shortly and drop a link when we start switching over. But let me read the other things real quick on here. He was part of the problem from what I've seen. So good written. This is the other guy. I already forgot the name that you guys shouted out.
Ben.
We love Ben. I don't know if I follow you, Ben. Everybody's changing.
I think you do.
Everyone's changing
Ben
their icons. But everyone's
he does like J-list.
Everyone's changing their icons. These little Christmas guys, and I don't know what that's about.
Terry.
But I don't know what the Christmas guys. There's something I'm missing, and I can't keep track of everybody because I'm a visual rememberer. So if you change your icon, I forget who you are. So anyway, Exile goes on to, I don't know, from what I've seen, he was telling people to move on, but DnA, Crow, either...
Literally a lie. Literally a lie.
Dean or
you wanna know what he did? What he did was, he sat there and argued with me. Which is fine. Because I have no problem with that. There's no problem with having arguments with people. There's no problem, like, that's discussion. It's differing opinions. I have no problem with what people call infighting. I have no problem with people disagreeing with each other. But what he's saying right there is just wrong. What he was actually doing was he popped into a thread that was basically dead, started an argument with me, which is okay. But it's literally a lie from what Exile is explaining in that tweet.
Yeah. Well, as we go on, you guys are going to notice we're seeing a lot of lies, a lot of contradiction. And this comes from a lot of people. It needs to stop. Like, this is getting crazy. Like, and this is not just Exile. This is multiple people. Did I click over? Yeah, I did. Multiple people doing this. I don't pay much attention, but Kayla keeps me informed, and I always forget. And she's like, I just showed you this. So I try to keep up. I try to keep in it.
I mean, this one I didn't show you. This one's all Dean.
This is a Dean right here. So this looks like a message, Dean. I feel like this is a message.
Oh, that was like, I guess, the first part.
Oh, this is the first part of the other one. Okay.
Yeah, you showed the part where...
So am I supposed to show this? Because I think he said...
I think maybe there's one more tweet of... Like, there's one more, like, full
Oh, that was the one that was probably the back one. Hold on. Guys, don't... Yeah, my background. It's all...
Oh, God, the Dio. Jesus, those eyebrows.
Yeah. This one's it, right? So this is you responding, I'm assuming. And it's different colors. No, this is different colors. Are you sure? Dean, I think you
different people screenshotting it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Now I'm boomerang. I really am boomerang now.
Well, no, like, he's saying that there's probably, like, one more...
full-on tweet thing from Exile.
Yeah, the Giganto threads.
Unless it got mixed into the other ones. Because I saved them how you sent them, so let me... Because that goes into the story thing. We'll do the black ones real quick because it's probably lost.
Yeah.
Well, this one looks different. Hold on, I'm going by what they look like. Give me a second. Is that it? No, that's an old one. That's when Kayla had yellow flash boobies. Yeah, I don't know where that one
right.
is.
I missed the yellow flash boobies.
So I'm assuming this one's first. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't. Essentially it doesn't really matter as far as the black ones. It's just like those are those. So in that long Twitter thread, he claims that before Korg comes in, I was being rude and insulting multiple people in this Twitter thread. And I only talked to one person in this Twitter thread, as you what you can see there. And at no point am I disrespectful. I'm just saying, hey, people have differing opinions. What people call infighting is just people disagreeing, and you have to let people disagree. And me and this person, we left both not mad at each other and understanding what the other person was saying, completely respectful. So it was just one of the instances of the many lies in that super long Twitter thread of his.
Yeah, that's a common thing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's really sad though, right? Because like what Exile has to do when he disagrees with somebody, like me on many instances, is he has to block them and then create multiple falsehoods. Well, recanting the story in Twitter threads. This is what he does every time. He recants the story in Twitter threads with multiple falsehoods.
Mm-hmm.
Someone needs to charge their phone, by the way. 18%. That's not good. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I just noticed that on the thing. Oh.
But so, like, just to kind of like piggyback off that a little bit, because I remember, and this was like in October, and someone added me about like, well, what was it? There was something I saw, and then I was kind of like, I'm gonna talk about this, because it was like, but the thing was though, I remember he like SPURGed. It's like, how did she get that? I have her blocked, and it's just like I can log out. Or other people can give me stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I don't do the spy thing at all, but
yeah.
I have a lot of people who message me stuff. Like I got messaged
well,
like for the last 2 weeks from not only Kayla, but like from multiple people.
I have discovered I can make gigantic screenshots, so I can take better screenshots than what I'm given. So I like to get my own if I can.
Kayla's better at collecting than most. Usually, if it's
I don't like to have like one solo thing and then not have it surrounded by anything else and just be like, this is just hovering here, but you can't see everything else around it. That I don't like.
I like putting stuff together too.
So, but yeah, so those black tweets, we don't gotta read them. I mean, if you want to make them big or whatever.
Yeah, we're just kind of going over them while we're talking. That's what I've been doing.
Pretty much,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. So, but then yeah. I do think we should go to the DMs that he had with one of our friends, because it's really funny, right? Because that person.
Those are these ones, right? No, these are.
They're white.
That's racist.
Yeah, you're white all along, huh?
I thought they were pale Mexican. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Which one
this was
that?
Well, this is just more stuff about like.
These are older, right?
We can keep going. But yeah, these are like old ones, but pretty much again, like he's using the hashtag. He's talking about like he's dragging Vic into this. Like those were like what I sent Dean from like again months ago. Only because, again, it's like a pattern with him. And this shows that pattern. I don't know, but he's like, hashtag I stand with Vic. Vic Mignana, and it's just like, it has nothing to do with Vic, yes.
There was one earlier in the week where he's like, hashtag Vic kicks back on one of his SPURGs. I was like, what does this have to do with Vic?
Yeah, I stand with Vic, or no, because everyone was like saying, don't do the hashtag I stand with Vic, and he's just like, okay, fine, hashtag Vic kicks back. It's like, he couldn't have that one he couldn't have the one hashtag, so he made another, or he used another.
The moment I posted on that and told him you need to take this down because this is irrelevant, he just blocks me.
Yeah, that
He just
too,
blocks me
though.
immediately. It's like, all right, cool, that's great.
Yeah,
I'm telling
it's-
you, don't waste the hashtag. This has nothing.
So
The hashtag has nothing to do with your problems with people in the community. Don't bother. Then it's just like block. I don't want to hear that. Okay, cool. You're blocking people who have differing opinions, which leads into my point, by the way.
so you want me? I could go to your folder real quick. Would you like
Yes,
that?
because this is the funny part.
This is what he's
Love
been
this.
waiting for.
Yes, I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this
This
one.
is
So
why
you
he's here. He's silently waiting.
Yeah, so you could pull up that first image that I have, the one that's got like
With
that Judge
Judge
Judy
Judy?
gift.
Yeah,
Yes, that one's a good one.
I'm in it.
Because
bro.
this leads into my point about him.
Let's
All right, so it's very ironic. He posts this way back, July 9th. So he says, seriously, what is it with you kick Vic people thinking that by blocking people, it equals winning an argument that doesn't, you won he can't even English. He's trying to say that doesn't mean you won the argument. It means you ran away.
I can't English either.
That's
so
correct.
I
Yeah,
think
but he
that's
speaks English harder than you.
it.
But it says, yeah, he's pretty much saying if you block people, it doesn't mean you're winning an argument. It just means you're running away and you can't counter it. Hashtag I stand with Vic, by the way, because always got to throw in the hashtag. But it's funny because this is exactly what he did to me when I told him stop using the hashtag take this down. Instead of trying to discuss with me and try and give me a proper explanation as to, well, maybe this does, this is okay for me to use the hashtag because of this, or explaining his point. He's just like, nope, don't want to hear it. Just going to block you because I don't want to hear what you have to say because I'm right. So, okay, cool. So with his own logic, does that mean that he has that kick Vic mentality? Like,
Well,
and it's just, it becomes even more toxic thinking about it that way because I'm tired of people constantly comparing people that they don't agree with Kick Vic, and that's what he consistently keeps doing.
That's what he did that's what he did in our first interaction with each other when I was just like, yo, dude, calm down. And he's like, you're acting like Kick Vic. You're no better than Kick Vic. And it's dude,
Yep, which leads to my next screenshot, which Sushi, you can show the next one, which is he ironically screenshots you blocking him.
Oh,
This
which
is an old one.
I have already quoted that I am block happy. So
Yes, but
I
that
have
is
that.
fine.
Right.
You've already stated that, but if we want to zoom in real quick so I can see the letters.
You don't get to see the tweet.
Okay, you don't get to see the tweet then.
Not exposed.
But yeah, so this one, which is pretty funny because just like you said, Dean, he's calling other people Kick Vic, right? So he literally in this post is stating
you,
right
lady.
at Sushi, somebody pulled a Monica. She blocked me before I could ask proof, and after I was asking questions, what are you hiding, Gothic Sushi? Which is funny because he's just spinning the actual truth of what's going on. Because in this situation, to add a bit of context, he reached out to Gothic Sushi via DMs asking her a question, and when Sushi responded, he didn't like the response and then blocked her, and then tries to respond and then is claiming, oh, Sushi reached out to me, this is what's happening, and then all of a sudden she blocked her. No, that's not the story. That is not the story.
Yeah,
guys.
that's the other thing. That's the
Whoa.
other like gigantic thread that I saw later because he was trying to explain it to someone else, and we have
Wait.
it if we want to show it, but I don't care.
So
But, like,
let me
go ahead.
emphasize on this real quick.
Go ahead.
I reached out to him
Mhm.
because I reach out to people.
Mhm.
And it's funny because this is just a person, because I don't know this person. And literally, it's every single time, third time now, people, Kayla, Shadow,
Yeah.
Dean, have to spark my memory because I have literally cut them out.
Yep.
Kayla messages me and she goes, Maria, did you message this guy? I'm like, me message? Wait a second. I'm like, no, he messaged me. Like, Kayla
Yeah.
knows me well enough to
I know.
that I am not going to message somebody, and especially not message you over drama.
Yep.
Oh, ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Well, but again, that's like that was the picture he was painting because of course he only showed your screenshots of like the screenshots of your DMs, didn't show his stuff, but then like later he's like saying, yeah, she jumped in and tried to stop it and then she DM'd me, and it's like, no, you DM'd her first.
Mhm.
And then you're trying to get information from her, and now you're talking crap. So now you're talking crap about like that because he was trying to say it's like you spurged at him in DMs, but it's like he went to you, and it's like let me tell you what's going on. Like, he asked you, and then he read.
Yeah. Which,
I can't.
my only interactions I've had with this guy literally is that. Like, and this is why I blocked him, because I answer him, I tell him something, he bluntly ignores me, and then he spurgs. And I do that 3 times. You have a 3... I'll give it, if I'm having an interaction, especially with someone who is, you know, on our same team, I don't want to fight, I don't want the argument. If I'm having this reaction, I'm going to give you a 3 time, you get 3 check marks. 3 before I block you. I am block happy, but I do give people that decency. I'm not going to be like, okay, block you, just because I don't like you, whatever. I will do that if you're like someone who's just a jerk. But if you just completely don't listen to me, completely don't listen to my friends, just constantly do exactly what this gentleman here is doing. Hashtag I stand with Vic. Hashtag kick Vic. Hashtag I stand back. Hashtag I'm not a part of this Vic stuff anymore because you guys don't like me. Hashtag why don't you like me?
Wait. Hashtag I actually stand with Vic.
Oh my god.
That's
Hashtag what do you actually do for Vic? Like, stop this. That's gonna get you blocked. Like, I will instantly block you if I see you repeat offense doing that. Because you aren't a part of my team anymore. You're a clout chasing piece of poop. You're riding that hashtag like a dying horse.
You're running the hashtag into the ground, I think is the...
Exactly. You are putting that hashtag, and this XL person I've seen do this and say, oh, we need to stop using it. Yes, you do. You need to stop doing this. It's bad. Don't do this. If you do this, you are a bad person. This is a Shadow's other one
bad
over here.
People bad.
The other one, I don't think we need it, but it's just a reference for like other times where he's just mentioning blocking.
Okay, so this is him calling out the blocking, but he's literally doing the blocking.
Yeah, but then now he's doing it, which again, nothing wrong with the blocking and everything like that. Like, that's the thing. But the thing is, he was saying before how it's like, oh, what do you have to hide? And it's like, well, what are you hiding?
Yeah. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like when you come back at him.
And it's funny because, like, if you look at my screenshot exposed, you could literally see how I'm finding this. You just search his @ and just put blocking people, and you will find so many of his hypocritical posts. It's hilarious.
Too much sense makes me sad. Hashtag I stand with Vic.
Yep.
So we got some fun ones from Kayla. So let's jump into these Kayla ones. Are these the ones we already read? I don't know if these ones. I don't think we read these ones.
Also
I think I probably discussed some of them.
For Aura, don't we out here getting that 4 for 4 hashtag I stand with Vic, right?
I think this one is a Dean one, but I think this is the one about. Is that the one about reporting someone's account?
You'd have to get it.
Here, I can read it. Let's see. I'm sorry to sound like a dick. I'm not gonna mention names. I love you, but you need to stop arguing. Oh yeah, I did read this one already, didn't I? I feel like I've heard you need to stop arguing with Korg. I feel like I've read that 4 times.
No, you read the second part of it.
That's the second part of this.
But this line,
it's all the same. All the recycled.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This line, stop arguing with Korg. I've read that like 3 times already on the stream. Their fifis are hurt over 9,000. Exactly. Stop. Oh my god. If you guys have fifis, don't be on Twitter. If you have a fifi, leave it at home. We don't want it. Keep it at home. If you have the fifis, you should not be on Twitter. You are going to get them hurt. They're going to get broken. You had a good point, but so did Korg. And I don't know the words. It's all like blue. It's just like I see an E and I-ish and a K, and everything else is just lines because it's blurry.
Now you know how everyone else feels when we read your tweet, Sushi.
But that's someone's name. Are you saying my name is bad? My name is bad and I should feel bad. We need to move on, and yes, people do say their words and move on their own. Blank does, I'm just gonna say blank.
Just EK.
Okay, there we go. EK does bring up a point. Not everyone moves on, and some will drag it out until something big happens. I'm saying this because this bickering is pointless and getting nowhere. Just ignore him, please, and move on. Blah, blah, blah. So everyone's saying move on. Move on. I agree. Move on. This is pointless. Exile is a nobody. No, I cannot remember him. This is the third time I've had to be remembered or reminded who this person is. It's not worth it. Honestly, we should all just block this person because he is not giving any good input to anything. Why is he here? What does he do? He does nothing.
What does he do for Vic?
He doesn't do anything for Vic.
He shared the GoFundMe
He shares
multiple
the GoFundMe.
times. That
I do remember this came up during the first or second SPURG when he was SPURG attacking Kayla. He was like, well, what do? I shared the GoFundMe. Well, Kayla's donated to GoFundMe. How much have you donated? Have you donated or have you just shared? Is your 5 followers going to count that you're sharing it to? I don't think so.
Well, and I will say, it's like, yes, of course, like, some people can't always, like, donate and stuff like that. Like, that's not the issue. Like, you know, yes, if you just share it, that's perfectly fine, of course, to do that, to get the word out there. But, yeah, it's like, for him to just say, it's like, what have you done? It's like, you don't know that I have donated to the GoFundMe. And, like, what else do I need to do? What else do I need to do? Do I need to pin the GoFundMe to my Twitter? And it's just like, no, I've, like, donated a few times now, and pretty much that's like really the most anyone has to do.
But like, you don't even, but that should never come up at the end of the day.
I know,
at the end of the day, that's not something you should, like, that shouldn't be a fight. Like,
I know.
You're sitting here saying I'm so pro Vic and I'm gonna hashtag him in my fucking poop that I took this morning. Like, stop doing this. Stop, Jesus. Please.
Hashtag Vic poops back, you know?
Oh my god. Seriously.
Oh no.
Stop it.
No, please don't.
Shadow, you're grounded. No more stream for you. But no, but this is what I'm saying, like, if I'm mad at Marco, if I'm mad at Shadow, if I'm mad at somebody, I'd be like, well, it's like the little high school popular girls. Well, I did my hair like this first. You can't have that dress. That is my dress. I did more for this party than you did for this party. Nobody cares. You are not 3.
No one cares, Jessica.
Yeah. Shut up, Ashley. We don't care. Like, we don't care. Like, why? If you are in this big support, if you're supporting Vic and all this stuff, you could do it on your own. But why do you have to, like, put yours and someone else's next to each other? Like, why do you put everybody on that level? Like, that's just not a cool thing to do. It really isn't. It's really flex. Like, that's it. Stop flexing. Stop flexing your Vic support.
Flex, though.
Hashtag flex Vic support. Come on, get the hell out of here.
Hashtag I flex for Vic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we need to make a hashtag. I'm going to do something right now. Make a hashtag. We need to come up with a counter hashtag to when we see people doing this crap. Like, hashtag
I actually stand with Vic.
No, hashtag you exiled. That's what it's going to be. Hashtag you got exiled. That's what it is. Hashtag you got exiled or something along those lines, because this kid keeps doing this. Literally 3 SPURGs every single time. Does it the whole time. Hashtag 3 SPURGs.
I can't say Vic in it because we don't want Vic involved, because that's the purpose of it. So I see in the chat, you know, hashtag Vic wouldn't stand for this. Hashtag Vic not involved. Hashtag Mandalorian's also pretty.
I do like, that's my favorite one. Hashtag Mandalorian.
That's it. Hashtag mandolin.
Mandolin. Someone be like, someone doesn't know anything about Star Wars. But no, like, seriously, I think as a group of I Stand With Vic, we need to, the people who are not crazy, the people who actually have a spine, people who do not get their little fifis hurt, we need to counter this, because there are people on our side and on the Vic side, the Kick Vic side. They're riding the hashtag. They're doing it for clout. They're doing this to be popular. They're doing this for attention. And we are giving Exile attention that I didn't want to give him, but here we are, because it's a serious issue. And this is a person that we have saved receipts. I am a very strong believer in not taking someone to the cleaners unless I have proof. We have proof. We are using it, and that's why he is our topic. Not because I'm trying to tell you people to go harass this man. Do not harass him. I don't want that from you. I don't want you to go there. Just block him. Exactly.
Do the sushi.
Do the sushi. That's it. Hashtag do the sushi. That's it. That's do the sushi. Block him.
Block and move on. That's it.
That's what I'm asking you guys to do. I'm asking you to block this person. Not this person in particular. don't just go to them and be like, blog because Sushi said so. Don't do that. Don't be a yes man, please. Don't be my, if you're a follower of mine and you're a yes man and you're only here because you like my boobs or my pancake booty, please do not do that for me. I do not want to talk to you if you're a yes man. I don't like you. Go away. Go to Dramonique Sky or something. She'll give you some
Don't
pity.
be so mean to my Mario Kaiba.
She'll give you a pity titty. She'll give you a pity titty if you say yes, mama. You say yes, mama to me, I'll be like, go to your room, you're grounded, don't talk to me. That's literally who I am. I'm sorry. I do
You
these
just
rants.
shit on all the Mario Kaibas out there.
No, Mario Kaiba got my freaking positivity because, let's face it, some little gummy bear out there is jealous because someone wants these nuts and not hers. Boom! I dropped a bomb, Kayla. I told you I'd do it once. I'm out.
Very classy, Bob, because
I didn't even...
not even worth mentioning that person's name.
That's right. Hold on. Where are we?
Anyway.
Read this. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. I had a thing ready for that, and I totally missed my cue.
Anyway.
What is this one? We're back in.
I was gonna say, where did we go?
This is what happens when Sushi goes on her rants. Basically, as a group, we need to like seriously be like, stop this. If you guys really want the hashtag to be meaningful and want something, we've got to come together and put an end to this because these people are writing
like hashtag don't involve them or something simple. It doesn't have to be creative, you know.
Yeah, it just needs to say stop. Hashtag stop.
Hashtag exiled.
That's it. Literally, that's
I like
it.
that one.
That was my first one. Hashtag exiled. And that could stand for mute. That could stand for block. That could stand for whatever you're going to do. But stop interacting with these people because you're promoting these bad behaviors. That's really it. That's the only reason why I'm here. I don't have beef with this guy except for he's not very functionable in the real world. That's really
and
not.
our poor boy Dean over here is a sad boy.
And
we
Dean...
need to help him make happy.
And that's the thing.
I'm not sad. I'm just literally like so fucking angry.
But we're going through third time. Third time SPURG.
Sounds cuter.
He is my little water lizard emo boy. That's what I call, what is it, Smurg, the new Pokemon?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna draw Dean as a Smurg.
I'm not cute.
Yeah, you are. You're fucking adorable. Don't lie to me. But I am a giver, and I give the stream to my friends that need to vent. Because this isn't once, this isn't twice, this is 3 times Dean has had to deal with this crazy person.
4 days.
And I'm stressed out with this crazy person, not because they're crazy, not because I block them, I don't care. Yeah. I'm stressed out with this person because you're ruining hashtag stand for Vic. You're ruining hashtag Vic kicks back. You're ruining these things. And then you're sitting here claiming that you speak for the whole, everybody, the whole unity of us. You don't speak for us. None of you do. Not one person in this chat. Not even in the chat. You guys speak for yourselves. You don't speak for me. You don't speak for anybody. I'm going to keep cutting whoever's talking. I'm doing it. I'm doing it on purpose.
You're pulling an Andrew.
I know.
So here's the embarrassing part. There'll be people that probably are just getting into the Vic thing a year late. Like, oh, wow, I didn't know about this. And they'll be looking, hashtag I stand with Vic, hashtag Vic kicks back. And then they'll see Exile's posts and they'll be really confused. And then they'll probably just turn away from it.
And they'll be like, how does this help Vic?
Yes, how does this help Vic? That's exactly what's going to end up happening. And that's the thing that a lot of these people don't realize is by abusing the hashtag on like situations that don't involve Vic, that just involve themselves and their personal drama, it deters other people from hopping onto our hashtag because it starts mixing up all the information and we start spreading all this nonsense and junk and noise. And no, it doesn't help anybody. Like think about it as if we were spreading this hashtag super early on, like, and abusing it. Imagine how difficult it would have been for the lawyers to get information, to look this up. You know, yeah, we had, like, fortunately our side was collecting a lot of data and cleaning all this stuff up for the lawyers. But imagine if it was early on and people were just using this hashtag for such silly things. Like it would have cost Vic a lot more money. Because the lawyers would have had to spend a lot more time cleaning up through all of these like nonsensical tweets and information of people just going hashtag I stand with Vic. I just brushed my teeth today. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, or hashtag Vic kicks back. I just went to school. Like, no, it doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, you'll see people doing all this nonsense, and people don't understand the impact that it has on the movement. Yeah, right now we're in a pretty good spot, to be honest. But at the end of the day, you got to consider that not everybody knows about what's happening right now. You'd be surprised about a lot of the situations in the world that people are unaware of. And some people are just finding out about the big situation now. And others that just that may have known about it from back then might only know about it by, okay, let me just look up the hashtag, see what's going on, see any new updates. Maybe not everybody looks up on YouTube or whatever, you know, and some people might just use Twitter as a way to find out, you know, and they'll just see this nonsense and they'll be really confused, and it just makes it harder to get the updates. So don't just abuse the hashtag. Don't just consistently spam it for things that have nothing to do with the movement.
Thank you, Shadow. That's literally why I'm here.
Articles.
Me and Shadow takes my thoughts and puts them into real people thinking mode. Because I'm like, goldfish, I want to say everything, and then I'm also like, ooh, I want cookies.
I do want cookies.
Now I got Shadow one of them goddamn cookies.
Jesus.
I don't have any snacks.
But that's what the stream is about. Our stream really isn't about to attack Exile or any of that stuff right now. It's really like the dude needs to stop. He needs to stop doing these things. He needs to stop being hypocritical, and he needs to stop just randomly attacking people like Dean and me that he's blocked. Stop attacking. Don't attack me. I don't know who you are. And Kayla, like, stop doing these things to start problems. Like, if you're gonna sit here and say you're not going to be part of this movement because someone hurt your fifis, then you're not a part of the movement and you never were. So please leave. We don't want you here. Like, that's what it comes down to.
Right.
I just got a couple things to add. I know a lot of people feel differently about this. What people call infighting, I see as conversation. Conversation is good, even if it doesn't look productive. It's always good to get differing opinions. You're not always going to walk lockstep with people in your movement, and it's good to hear differences, even if people leave angry at each other. Then that's pretty much it. So when I'm out there arguing with people on Twitter, don't get mad about it. And when I'm trolling people on Twitter, just laugh, or don't look at it. You got a couple options.
I mean, I'm still laughing at it because it's like I'll get little notifications that people are like liking everything, and I'm like reminded of it all, and I'm just like, aw, that's cute, that's funny, I enjoy this.
Also, if you live in your car, maybe don't throw so many insults at people.
Boom.
You're sad.
What is that old saying? If you live in a house full of windows,
no, I think
don't
it's if
insult
you
people.
live in a car, your life's a little sadder than mine, and you should not be judging me.
See, now you're getting better with those insults. That's what I wanted. I wanted real thought out, stabby insults. I appreciate e-fighting when you snarky and you toss some salt. My thing is, like, with e-fighting or drama on the internet, like, if you have something to say, but you say it so just that person gets it and it's a real zinger, then you win. You win, my friend. E-fighting for me, I like to eat popcorn and watch half the time. Do not at me and drag me in it unless it's about me. If it's about me, bitch, you better be talking to me directly. If you're talking shit about me, please at me. Don't say Gothic Sushi. Please say at Gothic Sushi and pull me in that shit. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, but some people would, even with the at, would consider that talking behind your back. It's weird.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's a weird criticism.
Yeah, it's like at Exile, and she's like, "You're talking behind my back." It's just like literally added you.
Yeah, super funny. Because this is just a side note. Like, I feel like done complaining about it, but no, this was just really funny, right? Because I added Exile, and I go, "You're a little B-word." Like, it was a public tweet. I gave him the at. He has me blocked, and he comments, and he goes, "If you're gonna say that behind my back, you can say it to my face, and I'm like, say what behind your back? I did a public tweet and I added you. I don't know what how much like clearer I could make it, but it's really funny because I'm like looking at like responses, and I can't see his tweets, but I can see somebody like someone Raging Frost who's on Twitter respond to him, and then I just see an unavailable tweet as a response, and then Raging Frost responding again and saying, "Unblock him and tell him you suck, you pussy." It was...
Cat.
Yeah, meow. Meow.
Meow. Anyways, that's just a fun joke to know.
Yokes.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Kayla, how do you feel about this e-fighting thing as we're going through our closers?
Infighting, e-fighting, internet fighting. Well, because it's like, because I'm really trying to think an instance of actual infighting, because what a lot of people really refer to infighting is people having arguments within each other, and it's like, again, like we've been talking about, where it's like people are going to argue, people are going to disagree. Like one of the people I've met during this, you know, Dean's brother, Andrew, who is not a pale Mexican.
Yeah, we tapped on that. Stop doing that. Stop insulting people like that.
But so it's like, well, so with that, it's like, me and him, like, met through all this situation, stuff like that. We have very opposing views on a number of things, but at the end of the day, we're still friends. We can still discuss things, even though we do yell at each other.
Yeah.
Like, but at the end of the day, it's like we're able to discuss this and everything like that, you know, for the most part. But that's the thing, though. It's like, but we don't 100%, because we joined this, like, little movement, does not mean we agree with every single little thing in our lives and our views. I've met a number of people that I don't, like, see eye to eye with everything, of course. So, but, like, that's kind of, like, the magic of it all, is that I have met people that I'm able to discuss these opposing views with, and I think that's amazing. But then you get spurging, and that's just, like, headache-inducing.
But that's part of being an adult, Kayla. That shows your maturity. And that's what a lot of people on Twitter and just social media in general lack, is the ability to say, hey, we have opposing views, but we're adults, and, you know, we might not see eye to eye. I told you my side, you told me your side, but we're still friends, and we know not to talk about that, or not to bring it up, or, like, keep off the topic. That's being an adult. People don't understand that on Twitter, because everyone's super entitled and feel like their opinion's the only opinion that matters, and all that should even process. And if you don't have that opinion, then you're a jerk and you need to go away. That's really not what it is. Please stop doing that. That's really, at the end of the day, like, let other people have opinions. It's okay. What about religion and politics? Well, if you're a Christian, no, I'm just kidding. No,
are we gonna get into like some yellow flash rant on Christianity?
Not today, Satan. That's on a sushi only stream. I don't want to pull you guys into that stuff, especially because I am a pagan. So we're not gonna pull you into that right before Christmas, before the birth of a satanic Christ. Anyway, but yeah, if I don't do politics online at all. No one knows my views. I make jokes about being pro-Trump. I make jokes about hating Trump. I will share them both. You don't know. I'm not going to tell you. My views are very weird on certain situations, because I agree on some things and I don't with others. So therefore, I don't like anybody. That's how it breaks down. Religion, same way. I don't like how certain things are. It's a pick and choose thing. These are things we don't talk about on stream because there's so much controversy. You could still have... I have plenty of friends that are pro and non-pro Trump. Tons of them. We just don't talk about it. That's really it. When you can learn how to not talk about something that triggers you and move past it and make friends that also gets triggered, but they can also move past it, you can continue being friends, that's when you've made good friends and real adults, and those are the people you want to keep around in your life.
Yeah.
Yay! Sushi made a worthy closing statement that wasn't total read.
And she ruined it by not closing with it.
Listen.
And now we're going to continue to talk crap.
Yeah, coffee is for closers. Speaking for closers, what's your closing argument here, Shadow? How do you feel about Eve arguing? Do you enjoy it? Do you hate it? Do you want more of it?
I always have a long opinion. Well, I personally think that like all the e-fighting, all this stuff is really just ridiculous in general. It's really frustrating to see that no one can just accept the fact that people just have differing opinions. And just because someone doesn't agree with you doesn't mean that you have to just all of a sudden, you know, demonize that person or try and take them down or whatever. And that's something I noticed on Twitter, is that if someone doesn't agree with you, people all of a sudden try to take you down, or like they all of a sudden try and demonize you, or they try and like put things on you. Like, for example, when I think, what is it, like you and Kayla were like arguing with like some vegans at one point. Like, vegans are crazy. Like, they'll just start saying, who gave us death threats and all this stuff. We're like, whoa, 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 all because we eat meat? Hello?
They were crazy.
And then all of a sudden their account just gets like poof, just because people are like, hold up, there's something off here.
Yeah, and they're the ones who lost their accounts. Someone lost their account not because of me the other day too. I forgot to share that with Kayla. One of them went down.
The same thing also goes with even on our side and in our situation as well. You know, there'll be people who just don't agree on, let's say, like the same side, like with I Stand With Vic, and then all of a sudden they'll just all try and take each other down and then use Vic as a shield and say, hashtag I Stand With Vic. We need to focus on Vic. Let's stop focusing on me. And it's like, hold up, you're losing an argument here. Why are you changing the subject? Why are you trying to make it about Vic now? This is about me and you not agreeing. But all in all, I just think that a lot of these people are very immature and lack a sense of awareness, and that's what causes a lot of these problems. Or just people who just haven't matured and just have that lack of awareness and can't really reflect on their own actions, their own opinion, and be able to see and accept, okay, maybe others see things a little differently than I do. But those are pretty much my thoughts. But that's everywhere, you know, not just in I Stand With Vic, but in any community.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just wanted to clear that up. Obviously, we kind of went over our topics and how we feel about situations. And
That's a lot.
We hope that you all feel the same way. If you don't, then unfollow me, mute me, block me. Goodbye. We probably never talked in the first place, but this is where
I mean, if you disagree with me, that's fine. You can even express it, and I will never tell you that you can't express and that you should move on from a disagreement. Yeah, react however you want. Do whatever and don't let people tell you how you should respond to things. Unless you respond really badly to things, like you just blow up in SPURG for 3 days. Yeah, I mean, let somebody help you with that.
And then maybe just be a little bit oasist.
Yeah.
Learn to let things go.
No pale Mexicans.
Yeah, don't say things like that, especially if you have no idea.
All people of color don't look the same.
And they're all not trash either. We have to remember that.
Yeah. They're not trash. Only white people are trash.
You know, like,
That's
don't let people tell you how you should or shouldn't respond. Don't let people tell you that you should just leave it alone. Like if your expression and how you react to things is all dependent on how you want to and how you see fit. Like just do what you want. I don't care. But don't SPURG for 3 days.
I almost got it. Hold on. It was me, Kayla Dio, all along.